Hello, I'm Nige.
And I'm Anders. Welcome to the Beer Kit Review, where we pick a beer kit, make a beer, and review it. Nige, or should
Before,
I perhaps? I don't know.
no, well, before we get into that, because we said we'd never be back
We said that, didn't we?
because
Yeah.
we did the end. But we were chatting the other day and we both got beer kits on the go. And we thought, and this one we're doing is very special for both of us, especially me. And I thought, I wished we'd reviewed this one we're doing the channel. And he said, let's just do the beer kits that we're doing.
Let's
So
just every now and then just plonk one in.
yeah, because we're making them anyway, and so we're not going out of our way.
No.
So we'll probably do half a dozen episodes a year now, just on beer kits.
Yeah.
And
Well, hello.
no, Anders, what are we doing? Because it's one of your brews.
It's the Young's IPA, American IPA, beg your pardon.
And this changed homebrewing for me, this one.
Yeah, I was aware that you were home brewing. This would have been I didn't start home brewing until about 2018.
I started on home brewing quite a long way before that, but I was doing the old traditional kits.
You were, yeah.
And I was just putting them into barrels. I was kegging it into the king kegs, and I started to bottle it. And this is one of the first ones I bottled because I was at a shop and I saw, oh, Young's American IPA, because I just discovered Punk IPA at the time. I thought, oh, I've got to try this. It's 6.5%. I made it and I thought, wow.
It was also the first beer kit I ever made.
Yeah.
And it stands in, and I don't think it came out particularly well. And I don't know if I've ever really done it justice.
Yeah. Well, I did make it last year and for the channel, and it failed. Everything it could go wrong, it went wrong. The yeast didn't work. It stuck at about 4.5%. And I tasted it was disgusting, and I tipped the whole lot.
Yes, I remember. Did you have an explosion of one?
Yeah, I misdone the priming sugar and scared the hell out of Mrs. Nige about 6 o'clock in the morning when there was an explosion in glass all over the.
Oh dear!
Not made that mistake. Yeah, I put the priming sugar in, and I didn't mix it. So some bottles had loads of sugar and some had none.
This is really strange, isn't it? Because I don't think that I do anything different when I'm making a homebrew with a kit. But I have noticed just getting a bit blasé about some, and some haven't worked. Do you know what? It does make a difference if you think about what you're doing and give it time. I mean, in the initial mix, I was getting to a point where I was just stirring it, sticking some sugar in, and banging in 23 liters of water, and then yeast in, put it to one side. And some haven't worked that well because of that. I've now made an absolute solid promise to myself that I'd give it everything. And so that 23 liters of water that's going in is treated, stir it to hell and back, and give it air. And yeah, it needs it. So anyway, this one I've tasted. I think this is one of the better versions I've done.
Well, I'm dying to taste this, Anders. I really am.
I still have concerns.
Fire up, beer can.
I can't. I just realised I've got nothing to unbottle my beer with.
Oh. Okay.
Right. No, we're not stopping. I'm going in. Hang on. Got one.
Super. Right. Let's go.
Right. Beer can is going to go on. Come on. There we go. So.
Got the aroma.
You got it? Oh, this seems a little feisty than the other one I had the other day.
Oh, Anders, that smells wonderful.
Like I say, I think this is probably one of my better versions of.
Do you know, I was on the channel the other day. Someone's left a comment about Bulldog Brews. They're doing the
I saw that comment.
Evil Dog. And
Yeah.
suddenly I thought, oh, I wish I had one of those kits on the go.
Yes.
And there's so many I want to still try, but you go back to your tries.
Those favourites come out like the Bad Cat and the Evil Dog.
Now, this kit I've made more than any other kit. It's my go-to kit for a long time. Anyway, it's crystal clear.
Colour-wise, I think that's the best it's ever been for me.
Yeah. I'm getting
smell-wise,
bit of a sweet citrus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely.
I'm also getting a little bit of, correct me if I'm wrong, a bit of elderflower in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well spotted, Anders.
Thank you.
Anyway, cheers.
Chin chin.
Oh, that's damn good, Anders.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. God,
that is awesome.
It's come out really well. I'm so pleased. I do think this is the best one I've done so far.
That's a good brew.
Which I was hesitant about because I couldn't keep the temperature up. So I gave it extra time.
Well, sometimes it's quite good brewing just that lower temperature. Now, taste-wise, this has got, you do get there's a bitterness in there that it snaps in quite quickly, but there's just beautiful malt comes through and straight after that.
Yeah,
it's just lovely.
It is absolutely.
And then the hops flood in.
Oh, I feel quite emotional. I think I've left this in nature's freezer, which is basically on the window ledge outside. And I think I've got it at just the right temp.
Yeah, it's been in conservatory.
Has it?
Has got a bit of a heat, but not much, and it's just it's perfect.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be too self-aggrandizing, but I'm brilliant.
Yours came in a bit short of the 6.5. It's meant to be 6.5%. This beer,
around 6.5. I got in 6.2.
Yeah,
I think
it doesn't. It's quite well hidden, the alcohol in here, I think.
Yeah. This is
homebrew. If I analysed it, you can tell it's a homebrew, but you've got to really, really look for it.
Yeah.
And actually, you told me a story before we came on camera about your brother-in-law.
Yeah. Who has said that he's bought plenty of shite beers. Excuse my language. And a decent homebrew for me is as good as. I'm a little dubious about that because I know the taste of homebrew, but if he doesn't,
but that's what every homebrewer wants. You give it to a mate or something like that, and they say, "Oh, that's brilliant."
Yeah.
And the amount of times I've given a brew to someone, they said, "Oh, that's really nice, right?" And I mean, it really, really is nice. As if they were perhaps saying it just to make me feel good. Then they realise it really is good, and that's what you live for.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I'm so proud of that. That's one of the best beers I've brewed, I think.
Yeah. It's we haven't told the good people what you get in the box.
Oh, my word.
We're so out of practice.
We're so out of practice. Right. So there's 2 packets, big fat packets of malt in there. Extract, obviously. Yeah. Sugar. So you're adding 3 liters of hot water, boiling water to your malt. Then you're bunging in a pack of sugar.
That's about a kilo of sugar. That's get in the kit. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Top up, stir that all in. Top up to 23 liters with cold water, and then once you're down below 25 degrees, bung in a packet of yeast that comes with it. Everything's with it. In
my experience, the yeast you get in this one's a bit feisty.
In what way do you mean?
Well, I didn't really have proper temperature control, so it might have been a bit warmer sometimes, and the amount of times it went over the bucket.
Oh, really?
It goes like the clappers the first few days if it's too warm.
Right.
And it comes out the lid.
Yeah.
Mrs. Nige wasn't happy with that mucky stuff on the floor.
Well, yeah. That's a good point you make. What I'm going to say as well.
You've got dry hop yeasts, dry hops.
Dry hops to go in as well. Yeah. I've got Simcoe, Centennial, and Chinook in there.
Yeah.
To add after 4 or 5 days, depending on how you feel.
Yeah.
And then once bottling day comes, there's a box. There's a little bag of a bit of sugar dextrose to get you
for the priming sugar.
Priming, yeah, exactly.
That's got all the kit.
So everything's in there.
Yeah, I like I said, I saw that kit in the shop. I thought it's a bit more expensive than normally, and I bought it, and I was just amazed.
Yeah,
absolutely amazed how good it was.
Yeah,
and that really started my proper homebrew journey.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, I only started because we loved beer for so long, me and Nige. But I'd never homebrewed, and we talked about it a lot, and I thought, oh, this sounds like an interesting idea. So I went and got a kit from Dorset Homebrew, who are no longer with us, unfortunately, and got the kit. And I had the choice of 3 Young's kits. I can't remember which ones they were, apart from the American IPA. So, yeah. This is in the same sort of ballpark taste-wise as Punk IPA, but infinitely better.
Oh, if you look at it, what Punk IPA was 10 years ago, this isn't as good. If you look at what Punk is now, this, as you said, is infinitely better.
Infinitely better.
And it works damn sight cheaper.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've got another kit on the go, or you've bottled, and I've got another one on the go at the moment, and I've bottled one. So over the next few weeks, we've got some more reviews coming. We've got
we haven't stopped we haven't stopped homebrewing, so we will drop the odd one in every now and then.
We've got a best bitter coming. We've got a lager coming.
Oh, yes.
And we've got a Belgian beer.
A Belgian double, which we've tried previously on the channel, which didn't quite work.
But you've redone it, and I'm so looking forward to that.
I'm so looking forward to that. I my fingers are crossed. I gave it love, I gave it care, I gave it attention.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
But anyway, it's coming your way, and hopefully it's been a long episode, but we've been enjoying this because we haven't done this for so long.
No, we haven't. And I know there'll be people out there who like this.
Because although the last episode was filmed in, well, it was shown in December, at the end of December, but I think
might be October.
Stopped filming at the end of
October,
September, I think.
Was it?
I think we did one episode in November sometime, but we stopped, packed up filming.
Yeah.
So it's almost 6 months.
It's been a long time. And it's nice. It's nice just to come in and just do the odd one.
Yes.
So,
and I am drinking infinitely less beer than I was before.
as am I, and I feel healthier for it. That was the whole reason behind it. So it's for the right reasons, but heck, cheers, people.
Yes, cheers. Until next time.
Night night.
Good night.